This is the Ninja Foodi Max. It's dual zone, so it has 2 compartments, and this is the 9.5 litre air fryer. The capacity of this air fryer feeds 8+ people, and it can easily fit a chicken in each drawer. And the cooking time can be 75% faster than fan ovens. On the back you have 2 vents where the heat comes out, so allow a bit of a gap behind the fryer. Now here you can see you have tray 1. In both trays you'll have a non-stick plate at the bottom, which I'll take out and show you. You'll notice all the gaps in the plate, which is great for any juices to go through, and I believe it helps the heat get to both sides of your food. You can put these in your dishwasher or wash up by hand. They sit nicely in each tray. Now I'll show you all the heat will be coming from the top section of the air fryer. Once you've chose one of the 6 programs and adjusted the time and temperature, the timer will start counting down, and once you remove one of the trays, the timer will automatically stop and start again when you reinsert the tray. So we've turned the air fryer on in tray 1, and out of the 6 functions I normally pick air fry or max crisp. Press up and down arrows for the time and temperature. Now press the sync button so that the second tray will finish at the same time. The turning dial I've set to air fry, which is at 200°, and I've set the time for 5 minutes, and then I've pressed start. Tray 1's going to start counting down from 10 minutes while the second tray is on hold, and once tray 1 gets to 5 minutes they'll both start counting down, so they finish at the same time, but they could have different settings. Now we're going to look at the match feature. Press the match button, then whatever time, temperature or function you choose will also be displayed the same on the other side. So tray 1 and 2 will cook with the same settings. Press the dial to stop. First we're going to look at cooking some vegetarian sausages on the left hand side and some normal meat sausages on the right hand side from frozen. You can use a quick start guide, which we'll look at in a second, to get some ideas on timings, or you'll get the hang of it over time with trial and error. To set the right side press 2, and to set the left side press 1. Turn the dial to set your function, which is normally air fry, which by default is set to 200°. Adjust the time in minutes, which you can have them going at different times, but I press sync, so that the one on the right will start first. When they both get to 8 minutes, they'll both count down together. I like to check and shake the trays about halfway through, just to see how they're doing. As I've got this on sync, as I take out one of the trays, both timers will stop until I put the tray back in. And once I'm happy, I can select which side and press stop, and allow the other side to carry on if need be. Now as this air fryer cooks my food so much faster than when I use my electric oven, I can't help but think this must be saving me money in electric, because in 15-20 minutes all my food's done. So I find it's now half the time to cook my food than before. Now, I haven't been able to find much information on it, but I'm going to keep an eye on it and see if I can work it out. Make sure to subscribe and like, and keep your eye out for a second video. Now the 2 compartments are so big, I think I would have even been alright with the 7.5 litre, slightly older model, which I think is priced around 160, and this one is priced around 200. As time goes on, I'm going to see what else I can cook in these compartments. And the great thing with the air fryer is how quick you can have your food. You haven't got that wasted time on the oven heating up. And once you work out how long your food takes to cook, once the timer runs out, the cooking stops, which has prevented me from burning food and allows me to keep more consistency. Now we're so glad that we've got one. I'm surprised it took us so long. This Ninja Max is great, but I think even the 7.5 litre would have been fine for us. There's only 3 of us in the family. And what was a selling point for my girlfriend is you can use little to no oil. Most of the time we don't use any oil, but if I am, I use these 1-calorie cooking sprays and then add a few sprays to the chips. I find it does give it a nice flavour and makes them a little bit more crisp. So I just add some and shake them up. And about halfway of the timer counting down, I'll just open it up, give it a shake. I find them to come out quite nice. Some of the veg once cooked comes out like it's been on a barbecue. Comes out nice and crisp. So you can have a play around whether you prefer the max crisp or just the air fry setting. Although it shows you a default temperature, you can adjust it. Thank you for watching. I'll leave links and information in the description below. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and I will see you on the next one.